I only...
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as...
And
That's good to hear.
yeah,
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive.
but why are you just standing here like a dead
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candid?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief, but you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Roman! And... huh? Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, you're...
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying... I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar. But
I can
What do you...
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become...
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please, where's all of this coming from?
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the... As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning. Sitaria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the... Sitaria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere. These words sparked something in me, and I knew. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand...
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the academia. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with...
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on...
Apart from this, the academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sitaria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here?
No, not at all. Neva wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that at the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General... although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from...
No, not really.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. The messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before. But now I understand the beauty of your dance. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. Please keep dancing. And someday...
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, sign...
Got it.
A blade in... places its... Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how... ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are. Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just...
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's
Nah, there won't be any speeches to-
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Whoa! It's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru, and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get...
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's...
My lady sure has...
And I'm happy to meet everyone that...
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something...
We owe it to our abilities.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly...
That's how I remember.
It's luck that brought us to... Moreover,
Yeah, it was almost everyone played their part.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing.
Yes, even after being a... Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia... This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
no, everything you said is
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face?
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Ku... If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you...
Why? Because he dethroned...
Could you try to put it another way? This is a...
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had...
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the act...
Precisely.
Wait,
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already...
That's right.
will you be happy with that?
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. No, the Grand Bazaar is that happiness is an emotion that'll be... Oh well.
My lady, the grilled meat over there...
Yes, I also tried some... What an amazing place to relax. No one...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often come to such places. I have a lot to handle these days.
Well, how is it? It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're... I'm honored to have her think of me this... I can't explain why.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up, of course. Just wake here. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself. Lately, I've been so busy dealing... Although you've already helped me with a lot. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Is it not But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring them? Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up.
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord
No, of course not. Are you...
Oh, Nilu.
You know who I...
Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk without you, without any of you. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Tevat would have suffered great. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and...
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to...
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
I'm honored to have been...
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have... All right, since you're awake now, she should be in the academia. Hello, traveler. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness. So are we. And that's why we're here to talk. Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, the Akasha can know. I've given it some thought, but this is definitely not a bad thing. The Akasha's centralized administration, although people may initially feel, and the former say, I hope that the other big issue I've already taken. He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how I know you have many misgivings about him. But as someone who had... Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective. His future will be Is that where you're headed next? As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system. Does their Archon personally judge people? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over it. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just, as Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, are you sure? Huh? About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother. Yeah, isn't Irminsul a This is true in your case. However, there must be something different about your brother. What? There's only one possible explanation. But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able... After the Conrad disaster, he began his... But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul... What do you mean, Fuzzy? Did something happen to him? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that... But even that wouldn't Something else I noticed was that according to these records... What's a descent? Look, I'm sure you... A very important part of the intel was about this world's descender, Traveler. You. Huh? That's right. As for the And yet, there are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, I'm very... If fate is the ultimate... I'm unsure. The pleasure is... Alright.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Late.
Well, okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be I'm not sure why, but...
You were great talk like that.
Thanks for that. But I still feel like it'll be an... Yeah. I met... Huh? What's that?
Huh? Isn't a theater...
Wait. Let me think.
The most important thing about an experience...
Huh? When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us, and its story won't end here. In the future, and we'll all be there for them. Aside from the delivery of performance...
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparation, but... Paimon doesn't... Oh, gotcha! No matter...
I feel like that's another prong in a...
Paimon also...
Sorry for the wait. Things went a lot more... Why are you all smiling?
We realized that...
We have to win.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations...
Hello, traveler. Have you ever heard of a moment of dreams?
Oh, that's...
Dreams have become quite... The same goes for me.
Oh, right.
Yes, we organized an event to give everyone, and thus our event...
So, it's...
You could say that.
Yeah, but... Wait. But if there are free drinks and...
Oh, really? So you mean...
But no need...
No. We need experienced participants like... Please allow me to address you two as...
Oh, X?
Now you seem interested. Rest assured, you'll find all...
Wow, sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. Why aren't you saying anything? All right. Do you know what's the most important part of being an expert?
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
Nope, it's all about the title.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceeding. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also...
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume, we have failed to identify these qualities in other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations. If Zubair Theater would not be today facing...
Aggressive from the get-go. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilu. He said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our...
The most important thing about...
Don't think that would...
Art must...
Don't think... Mr. Zubair has... Don't think... Everyone... In your eyes, our shows... Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone... Also, I believe that there is no such... Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all.
Appreciation is but a primitive... This stance holds performers to... If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the...
He changed the topic without batting an eye. If I remember correctly...
The most important thing...
No. The theater... No. Hinaya really wants to... No. Everyone is free to appreciate... No. Mister's... No.
Art!
Someone at our theater... He was a famed artist. I agree that art should be enlightening. But if a work can't tap into an audience's personal experience, what's the point of performing a show that would only be forcing people to watch?
You can only reach that...
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them. Looks like he's backed himself into a...
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of... Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control...
Keep it up, Nilu!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. This course of action is... However, you have...
That is indeed so. According to the law...
He started talking about procedural stuff. The theater... I need to rethink... Hinaya... I need to Everyone is... I need to Mr. Zubair... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, Demolition noted failing to follow...
Yeah! That's right!
There are... So long as this matter...
Looking at the past 27... However, the demolition process...
That's more than enough.
See...
Nilu's definitely won this... You're right.
Even if permission for demo... Based on that fact...
Under the current system...
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience. Without them, Zubair Theater is not... And without its performances...
What you said is...
Keep it cool, Nilu!
Right.
I need to keep calm just a little more. The most important thing about...
No. The theater... Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Husha, even Inaya wants to stay with us. And she's started... Zubair Theater exists for them.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operation. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but when scholars collaborate to solve... However, the reason is simple. We are scholars. And there are new projects.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did...
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the continuance of the interpersonal relationships. Nilu, the academia, has made significant academic contributions, in no small part.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are a setup?
Good. He said what he... But... Inaya really wants... She already agreed to this. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, then, if someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home... Inaya...
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be... If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete fit by your logic. That means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party.
Let her speak. What she does not say...
No matter how many disagreements we've had, you're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but...
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this...
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not...
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the... But before that, I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home. That is to say, I was exerting, but by doing... I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. I will move on, but if you...
This is not the time to...
You already...
You should be asking...
Of course, Miss Inaya is...
It was a bit of a...
Make no mistake, all those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us.
It is surprising.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean
We won?
Nilu, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment. It looks like you still...
Terrific work! Didn't know you could get...
this really...
both Miss Nilu and... Should we throw a sec...
Okay.
Oh, it's you. Yes, I don't think I could repeat what I did a second. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful... I thought to myself... But later on, she would actually... Yeah, it is a beautiful... In other words, she wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted... Right. The same as I was completely moved by what she had said before she retired. This is why Mr. Zubair and I, even though it ended up causing Although, yeah, before he left, he probably has a lot of things he wants to say. Yeah, you and Paimon...
Are you still worried about Inaya? A blink is like a tea leaf.
Everyone?
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your...
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's... Huh? What do you mean by that? The whole demolition, if you really want... Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think... Huh? Wait, look at the cat! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. I don't have much to...
Are you...
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. Well, I was. My loss at the debate caused... I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the room...
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this... I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind.
You're already here?
No. Do not tell her that I...
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh?
Huh?
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feet.
Yeah. She probably would have...
Do you think they'll be...
I'm not sure. All those years of art, but no matter where they're... All I wish for them is... Oh, by the way, so we...
Whoa. This is a...
Mr. Zubair and Miss Raykar, Miss Najim, as adventurers, that's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we...
You're welcome. Come on, take it.